Welcome back to another episode of Crystal Lake Fishing. It is currently 5:44 in the morning. I have been driving since 2 p.m. Yesterday. I just drove from DC all the way back to Tampa, and now we're gonna hop on a boat and go diving. So I'll see you all when the sun is up. When the sun is up. Woo! Dude, it's top to bottom, dude. It's actually top to bottom. Troller's going in.
Bottom, the base, all the way forward.
Alright, welcome back to another episode. We're out here. It's raining, it's windy, it's sporty, but everybody's getting ready. Will's gonna hop in. Spot's called 3 Shark, which means it's Will's new favorite spot. There's like a little bit of particle, but like the water looks pretty clear. So we're gonna hop in and see if I'm right about that. Boink. Welcome back underwater, everybody. I am very excited about this summer and all of the diving content that we're going to be bringing you all of the diving that I'm going to be doing personally over the summer. I'm going to be uploading a lot more, and so this is the first of many videos that will come out this summer and later this year as well. I'm going to try to reserve some for when I'm back up in college to make sure that I have a more regular upload schedule. It'll be great. But yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out down here. We're in like 30 feet of water, doing a little warm up so that, you know, I can get into the dive season later this year. So we spend most of this day in like 30 to 50 feet, and I'm just shooting mangoes. Got mango right there. Just saw him come through, popped him, brought him up. Nice little fish to start off the summer though, right through the cheek. And Evan called him a below, which just means a tiny one. Whatever.
That's not that bad. Come on, that's fine.
We got first fish of the summer. Landed officially. Alright, doing my next drop. You can see the viz isn't like the best in the world. A lot of snot particles. Once we get offshore into the, 50, 55 feet of water, it gets crystal clear later on in the video, but while we're inshore, it's not as clear. So I see a mango start to come across my field of vision right there, and just slow, intentional movements. So until I feel like I have that shot, just stone it right there. You want to make sure when you're hunting these fish, they're very skittish, so you want to be slow with how you're moving, very intentional, or else you're going to end up missing, shooting it in the gut, shooting it down the fillet, etc. The way to get good shots on these is to just make sure you're being real intentional about the way that you shoot. So this next dive, I'm kind of demonstrating that intentionality, that slowness, because I'm not really getting the shot I want in this dive, even though I have the fish that I want, like pretty consistently, pretty much all day. Every drop I was seeing nice mangoes. It was just a question of like when I was gonna shoot and which ones, so I'm just hanging out on the bottom, kind of floating down, crawling along, seeing mangoes everywhere. I'm not seeing one that I'm like ready to commit to yet. Looking around, see a couple nice ones over there, and I'm just like, they're on their way out. I'm not gonna waste a shot, so I end up not doing it. Follow them a little bit to see where they're headed, but they don't really present to me the shot that I want, and I'm not gonna, run a shaft down the fillet of a small fish just for an ego thing. Alright, but because I knew which direction they kind of went off to, and I kind of knew the general area that the mangoes were at, I just, breathed up and took a dive. And you could see they were headed over to this area that has way more structure. You can see that little hogfish down there, a lot of big culverts, etc. So, kind of trying to figure out where I want to sit, where I want to hide and stalk from. And I end up, dropping down into this little area behind this one. And I kind of crawl forward a little bit. And crawling forward allows me to see more of the reef, to look around. There was Evan right there. Boom. Saw a fish kind of come out, a little curious. Just hip fired on him. Put a shot right behind his head. A little bit through the fillet. Alright, got another drop. This time I dropped down and I had seen tons of them on the dive before, just a huge school. And I was trying to get Evan and Matt to come and shoot one because they hadn't shot one yet. So I was like ushering them down into this school of probably like 100 mangroves. They were all like just everywhere. And they were like big too. And I'm kind of just hanging out, waiting to see one that's like huge. If not, I'm not pulling the trigger because the point of this dive was to get one of them to shoot one. And if I pulled the trigger, I would spook them. So you'll hear Evan pull the trigger in a second. There it is. I hear Evan pull the trigger. I look around still to see if there's any big ones lingering. I conclude that there are not. That one wasn't bad on the bottom right. And then I head up.
I was trying to get you guys to get one.
Holy man.
There's so many.
Alright, so now we're offshore, and you can see how clear it is. It's just ridiculous. That's a school of baby mahi right there that we just saw as soon as we hopped in, which was kind of cool. We'll see them again in a second. Right there on the top of the screen. Those are baby mahi right there, which is kind of cool. And those are baby jacks. But we start, diving. I think we're in like 55 feet of water right here. And you can see how the viz just like opens up for us. It's real nice. We're not having to deal with any of the snot. You can see everything. The problem is that also means all the fish can see you from essentially the surface. So dive in a new spot. So I was trying to figure out like an area to land, and I saw these like kind of nice snapper. Problem is I'm trying to shoot at them through all of this bait fish, and that kind of obscures the shot. So I took a shot on that fish, but it was behind a bunch of other bait fish, and I ended up missing because it was, kind of obscured. I was also not like stable when I took the shot. I was still sinking down, and yeah, those were not ideal conditions for taking a shot.
Oh, there you go.
I think he's good.
No, he's good. That's good.
This is Matt's fish.
Matt shot a nice permit. Evan's holding it for us.
Alright, so we're back to diving. Matt shot a permit when I went to change my GoPro battery, so I was recording that one with my phone. But now we're on a different section of the reef. It's got these like weird triangle things, little pyramids underwater, stacked up everywhere though. And you can see there's snapper, there's sheep's head. There were huge gags just everywhere, but of course the season for gags is still not open. And of course also there's these bait fish just, trying to ruin my day. But getting down, I'm just kind of making my way along the outer edge of this like big pile of concrete things, trying to be slow. I'm starting to go on my way up, and then I kind of hesitate because I saw a nice one duck in towards the middle. And I see a different nice one, and I take like a rushed long shot because it was at the end of my dive, and I just completely miss. Unfortunate. This next dive is, I can't believe I missed this fish. Like I not missed the shot, but like on the way down I didn't even see it. And getting down, kind of dropping towards the middle of the reef. I was trying to drop off of it, but the current kind of pulled me in the wrong direction. And Matt is dropping in the correct way. So Matt dropped to the outside, and that's how we saw that nice hogfish. Pulled the trigger on it. But yeah, I like halfway down I could tell I was dropping off of it, and so I slowed down and tried to adjust or whatever, and it ruined my dive. It's a nice hog though.
Well done.
We got bait getting blown up on in front of the boat. We're gonna see what's in there. We'll dive it.
Alright, so Then we started diving these barges. These are so cool, man. Like, look inside of them. I wish there was more fish on / in them, but they're still just like wicked cool. It's just all these beams and stuff under there, etc. I wasn't really equalizing very well this day, so I didn't get adventurous and go inside there, etc. Like, I wasn't feeling very confident in my dives. It was my first day back after not diving for like 5 months. So, you know, not trying to push it. But we were diving them, shooting, you know, there was snapper on them. There were some AJs too, but they weren't big enough. But yeah, you see these snapper. I'm just kind of floating down. I'm just kind of enjoying myself at this point. I've gotten a fish for the cooler at this point. I'm just kind of, if something's big and presents an opportunity, I'll pull the trigger, but if not, you know, I'm not in any hurry. But that's a nice mangrove right there. So I blast him. He goes ballistic, as mangoes tend to do. Tries to get in the wreck, but he doesn't succeed, and I just pull up to the surface with him. I love mangrove snappers so much. They're like easily my favorite fish in the world. See, I got a gut shot on him. Wasn't really the best shot I could have gotten either. Damn, he's just struggling. I had to baby him because of that gut shot, so I wasn't able to get my hand in his gills as quick as I wanted. But I got him. Bleed him. That's my fish. Oh, there's Evan pulling the trigger on a hogfish. I remember this. There's Goliaths everywhere, so Evan pulled the trigger and then opened up his reel and let the hogfish swim into a pipe. And Matt's gun was unloaded. So Matt's actually the one that saw it and pointed down to get Evan to go shoot the thing. So that was why Matt was down there.
Matt, what happened?
He was pointing at
Evan,
the hogfish.
Here, I'm gonna grab him.
But because they had both just dove, they didn't have a breathe up to go recover. So I went to go recover. So we had like a 3-man job. Matt sighted it, pointed at it. Evan takes a shot, and then I'm going down here to recover. I thought the Goliaths were going to be way worse than they were. The hogfish is actually like just chilling right at the outside of this pipe. Like, it's not deep in there at all. Kind of see right there. Just grab the shaft. Don't even have to do anything fancy. Just grab the shaft and hug him to me. See that Goliath right there, but they really weren't giving me any trouble. Really nice hogfish.
Good fish! Done, hold that up, hold that up. Matt saw it from the surface, Evan went down and shot it. Woohoo! Yes, sir.
You gotta get the motherfucker. Look at that thing.
That's a nice fish, good job.
And Eric gets a nice hog as well.
Yeah, there you go. It's a nice one. And bring him over. How's the day been so far? Good day?
Cold.
You guys tired?
Yeah.
A little bit?
This spot was not as clear. There was more crap in the water, but it's still good.
Yeah.
There was some huge snapper here.
It's been pretty clear all day. We've been
Will,
getting
did you mark this
spoiled.
one? Hard, what do you call it?
All right, I probably look terrible. I got out early because I'm so tired from driving 14 hours and then sleeping for like 3 hours and then going out to dive at 9 a.m. But we have a really good cooler. We're gonna fillet, we're gonna make some tacos. It's gonna be great. They're still shooting. Eric just shot a nice hogfish, so if they shoot anything else cool, I'll bring the camera back out, but if not, I will see you guys at the fillet station. All right, we got a bunch of fish. Evan shot the smallest mahi I've ever seen. You have anything to say for yourself? Look at this though. Here, move, Evan. Look at these big hogs.
Who's gonna
Look at all that.
or,
Very nice.
Photoshop that thing?
The mahi. Oh yeah, Evan, hold it out. Hold
Let's
it
see
out.
how good of a picture we
Let's
can
see
get.
how good we can make it look. Oh my god. Hold it way out. Here. I got it for you.
Make it look legal.
Hold her out. Oh, oh, she looks still bad. All right, ready? Slap the camera, slap the camera.